All right, folks, Lion Roar here, and I have a question for you. Are you ready to start making money playing video games? Because I'm going to show you how with Gods Unchained. But first, join me over in Gemstone Legends. It's a fantastic match 3 RPG game, and it's players that get in early on games like this that are at the biggest advantage. Not only will you help the channel out by using the link in the description of this video, but you're going to get a free epic hero named Moralia along with a bunch of gold, gems, and potions. After you download the game, you'll have access to events which will get you even more amazing heroes and loot. Guys, wow, you don't want to miss this opportunity because you do not get it in the regular App Store. Download it now, and I will see you in Gemstone Legends. All right, so if you've been watching my channel, you know I've started talking about NFTs, which are non-fungible tokens. And that is how you can make money with Gods Unchained. Have you played a game before like Magic the Gathering or Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or just any game really where you could collect things and then when you were done with them, either trade them or sell them because they have value? Well, that's exactly what's happening with Gods Unchained. There's a lot of games, and in fact, I've played Empires and Puzzles on this channel quite a bit where you don't actually own what you earn in the game or spend money on, for example. So like in Empires and Puzzles, you have heroes. They're not really yours. When I'm done playing Empires and Puzzles, I'm not going to get to take the heroes with me. I'm not going to get to give them to anybody else. I'm not going to be able to sell them. But in Gods Unchained, you can. Because now that crypto is really starting to take hold, people are finding use cases for it. I don't know if you've ever seen a place where crypto is actually being used as currency, but it is in this game and it is being used in a lot of other games as well. In fact, a lot of games are built on the Ethereum network, if you hold any Ethereum or have heard of that. There's a lot being built on Solana and probably in the future Cardano and Avalanche as well. And if I click on the market in Gods Unchained here, you can see this is the primary way in which you're going to make money. And that is to sell the cards that you earned. And there's different prices listed here, and you can actually see it's listed in Ether, and that's because Ethereum right now is about $4,000 for 1 Ether. That's why you're seeing this really, really low price here whenever you have to spend Ether on it. But you can spend your Ethereum to buy some cards here using MWsGQpTxTr. I'm not going to get into super detail with this. If you want to jump into Gods Unchained and see what I'm talking about, MWsGQpTxTr is basically something on the blockchain that's allowing you to use Ethereum in an efficient and cost-free way. Because with NFTs, there are gas fees. I said I wasn't going to get super into detail with this, but basically there's a fee to use crypto. And what MWsGQpTxTr is doing is taking that fee away. And that allows something like a trading card game to prosper. You do need a wallet connected to your account, a digital wallet which is going to hold things that are on the blockchain like Ethereum, so you can spend it in the store here. It's just like in real life, if you have a wallet and you have money in the wallet, you can take your money out of the wallet and you can spend it on stuff. Well, it's the same thing here in the digital world as well. There is another type of digital currency called USDC, and what that is US dollars, but it's digital, all right? And you can get a better sense of what some of the prices are of these cards when we change this to USDC. You can see here's a card for 80 cents. Here's one for $6. Here's one for 40 cents. You know, we scroll down here, look at this. Here's one for $300. All right. So if you happen to open this card in a pack and want to sell it for $300, go for it. Ravenous Chimera is $300 as well. And you can see there's prices all over the place. And as with any kind of trading card game, there's going to be more collectible ones that have different like skins, if you will, or rarities and things like that. And look, this marketplace is huge. It just keeps going on and on and on. Now, something that makes Gods Unchained different than a lot of games is that you actually get paid to play in a couple of ways. First of all, they have created a pathway in this game for you to play entirely for free. You can see you can buy packs up here, but buying packs is not the most efficient way to go. In fact, what they have done is they've given you a lot of starter cards. Let's see if I can click on my collection here so I can show you. If I go into, like, this is a deck that I've been playing a lot right now. There are starter decks they give you, and I built my own like nature aggro deck out of it. And so these are the cards that everybody gets. And I'm going to be putting out a video in a little bit where I actually play this nature aggro deck, and it's doing really, really well with the cards that I got for free. And I'm climbing the ranks, which means that I'm getting packs for free. In fact, let's go to the open pack section of Gods Unchained. So you can see here, I'll open one pack right now, and then you can see how many packs I still have to open. All right, so these are the cards that I just opened. I got a Canopy Barrage. Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I use that card a lot in the nature aggro deck. Guerrilla Training. Give a creature at the end of your turn, gain +3 strength. Tainted Treant. How do you pronounce that? Somebody let me know in the comments. At the end of your turn, add a random nature card to your hand. That's pretty cool. That's actually great card advantage. Arrow of Rage deals X damage to an enemy creature where X is equal to the strength of a random creature you control. That's really good in a bigger like mid-range deck. And then we have a Black Jaguar who has Confused and Regen 1. It is a 3/3 for 2. So you can see that in just the short amount of time that I've been playing this game, I already have, it's actually 35 packs because I've opened 2. I just opened one for you right now, and I opened one other one earlier because I was just curious at what kind of things that I would get. I got all these packs just for playing. I have not spent a dime on this game yet, but these are my cards now. These are the cards that I get to use in my NFT collection, and I can do whatever I want with them. And as I get into the rarer packs, which you get through rewards, then I'm going to get even more value out of this. So basically, if I open one of those cards that's worth $300, I can just go onto the marketplace and put it there and sell it. And then now I'm funding, you know, my gameplay here. I could just make money off of it and just keep going and like never spend a dime on this game. Or if you're the kind of person that's not patient and you've got to build a certain kind of deck right away, absolutely, you can go in here and buy packs. And you can see that they have some on sale right now for a limited time only. They're giving a current discount of 5.1%. They have rare packs, they have epic packs, legendary packs, and shiny packs that you can buy. But let's assume you're just playing and earning packs through your play. See, I'm winning ranked matches with my deck I put together with free cards that I got. So I'm just getting packs, which I can use to open to get these cards. But there's another way you can earn money in this game as well, and that is with the Gods token. Let's go take a look at that just a little bit here. I'm not going to open my wallet right now, but it wants me to open my wallet because it wants me to put the money I can earn in it, basically. But the Gods token is a crypto, just like Bitcoin, just like Ethereum, but it's the token that runs this game, basically. And for a short amount of time, they're actually giving some of this Gods token out to players who are playing through the ranked weekend events. Now, I want to show you this. Let's go to claim and let's click on Blessing of the Gods because that's what's going on right now. So the event will last for 8 weeks. The reward will be distributed within 5 days at the end of each week, and the token rewards must be claimed by the 28th of April, 2022 at 23:59 Pacific Daylight Time. After this date, all unclaimed tokens will be forfeited. And how do you qualify? Well, I'll let you go on the site to look at this, but basically play ranked games. Play ranked games and win ranked games. And if you do that, then they're going to put Gods tokens into your wallet. And just like any other crypto, they gain in value. Let me go to TradingView and show you what I mean. I'm going to open up the Gods token so you can see what it does. It's listed on Coinbase right now. All right, so the Gods token hasn't been on Coinbase for very long. I wonder if I can show it on FTX. It's been around a little bit longer on FTX. So this is what the Gods token's value is. So every time you get a Gods token put into your wallet right now, it's worth about $5.88. So if you get one token, you get $5, right? But you're probably going to get more than that because they're giving out way more than that. So you could get $20, $30, $100, you know, who really knows? But look at the trend here. It's actually trending up, but it's a very volatile token. It could be worth as little as so far about $3. It's dipped all the way down to $3.05. It's gone all the way up to $8.88. So if you're like back here in time playing this game and they're putting the gods tokens into your account, they could put it in at $4. You could just not touch it and it could just go up in value to $7. You know, when you start multiplying that times the number of tokens that you have, you could potentially get a situation where just by sitting on the gods tokens, you could one day sell them for a whole lot more than what you got it for. In fact, I imagine the gods token is probably going to go up in value quite a bit. I imagine this token is going to be worth a lot one day. I'm going to give you an example of, let's look at Ethereum, which Gods Unchained is built on the Ethereum network. It uses the Gods token. I know that might be confusing, but let's take a look at what Ethereum does over time so you can get a sense for what the Gods token is probably going to do over time. Look, Ethereum is worth right now almost $4,000, and this is what it does, okay? Let's put it on a longer time range, like 1 day. Okay, so each of these little lines is 1 day, and you can see what Ethereum has done over time, and the Gods token is built on that. All right, so Ethereum was created back here just a year ago. Let's say mid-December of 2020. That's back here, right around, right. Oh, I just passed it there. Okay. At that time, Ethereum is worth $500. Now it's $4,000. So if you would have bought Ethereum about a year ago, it would have gone up like 8x. You would have made 8 times your money. Now look at this. Let's just go back like 2 years even. So December of 2019. These, oh my gosh, you could have got it for like $130 and it's worth $4,000 now. So if you would have gotten these Ethereum tokens just 2 years ago and sat on them, you would have made, oh, let's see. I'm like really curious. Oh my gosh, 3,000% gains just by sitting on it. And you know what? That's going to happen with the Gods token too, because the Gods token is brand new. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't say for any amount of like certainty that that's going to happen, but it's a new token, just like Ethereum was like 3 years ago. And this is what it looks like so far. This is all the history that it has basically. And if you can imagine this token doing what Ethereum did, let's do the same kind of gain. I'm really curious what 3,000 looks like with the Gods token. All right, so it's going to land right around there. Okay, that means, and I'll zoom back in so it's a little easier to look at. Over time, if it does what Ethereum does, and honestly, these smaller coins sometimes do way bigger than what Ethereum does, because Ethereum's a bit of a slow mover now. But that would mean that this token you would get it for $5. And in 2 years, it could be like $193. That's amazing. You know, who knows if that will actually happen, but that's kind of the trajectory of these. And this is a gaming token. So gaming is probably going to be the hottest NFTs to come out in the next 5 to 10 years. And the people who get these tokens and sit on them are probably going to come out with a lot of money, because there's only going to be more and more people who play a game like Gods Unchained and then start making money. So this is a game I just started playing, and I'll tell you what, it's a lot like Magic the Gathering. I had a lot of fun putting together this nature aggro deck, and I'm going to put out a video where I actually play it a bit, because while you can make money with this game, it's just a heck of a good time too. I just really enjoy it because I've already said Chris Clay, the maker or the designer of Magic the Gathering, came over to create Gods Unchained. But it's sort of a mix between Magic the Gathering and Legends of Runeterra, which is another game that I've played too, as far as the mechanics go. So a lot of fun, a lot more to go with this one. If you're going to play Gods Unchained too, make sure you're subscribed to this channel, because I'm going to be putting a lot of videos out about this. I am already addicted. All right, if you haven't already, please consider liking this video. And if you already hit that subscribe button, just make sure you hit that bell notification as well, so you know when I drop new videos or go live. And I will catch you in the next one.